Tino, lovely to meet you, first and foremost. Lots to get through, but we have to start with Sunday, of course. Anthony called it a roller coaster to us when we were speaking to him after the game against Liverpool. What on earth was that like to witness for you on the touchline?
Yeah, of course it was tough. It's not the way that anyone would have thought the way the game would go, but it's football. It's something that happens, and I think the good thing about football is that you always get the opportunity to put it right very quickly, and obviously we have a game on Saturday, and I think that's the main thing, is just to go there and play for the win.
How much was the dressing room hurting afterwards, and what did Eddie say to you, if he had to say anything at all?
Yeah, of course, like nobody was going to be happy after the result, but it's, like I said, it's football. Everyone came back in on Tuesday. Obviously we learned from it with the meetings and everything, but I think there's still like good energy in here, because like I said, you can't dwell on it. It's football. You have to put that behind you and look forward to the next challenge.
Yeah, I was going to say, how well have the boys kind of bounced back? Obviously, you've only been in a day or so this week after having a day off, but are those kind of emotions, that frustration, that anger about Sunday, coming out on the training pitch in a positive way?
Yeah, like obviously everyone wants to come in, train hard, do well, but that's all the time. That's not just after a loss or anything like that. It's always the same mentality to go out there and give 100% in training. But yeah, I think the boys are really looking forward to playing on Saturday.
Well, let's focus on you personally. You've been in Newcastle now nearly a month, coming up to a month.
Yeah.
What have you made of the city? What have you made of the club as well ever since being here?
I haven't been able to go out and experience a lot, but from, I guess, the people that I have met, like everyone's so welcoming, so kind. Obviously, you always want the best for you. And the city, like, I think from what I've seen, it's amazing. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of places to go eat, which is nice for me. I like going out to eat, which is nice. Yeah, no, it's from what I've been here for a short time. It's like a really, like, everyone in the community likes each other. So yeah, it's good.
You mentioned places to eat. It would be remiss of me to sit you down and talk about eating places and not mention Sandro, of course. Have you been to Wetherspoons yet? And
Nah.
just kind of go into what the heck happened.
I haven't been. I don't know what happened. But yeah, no, it was just funny just seeing it on Twitter, and then everyone coming in the next day just thinking like, why has he gone there? Didn't understand what Wetherspoons was, I guess.
They all kind of manifest themselves as supporters at St James's Park. You know, how different is St James's Park to you as a Newcastle United player as opposed to being an away player up here?
Yeah, obviously, coming up here as when I was at Southampton, and I was really young, I was expecting obviously a really good atmosphere, but it was much more than what I expected when I come out on the pitch and I was playing. Obviously, being here now, I haven't come on yet, but being on the sidelines, it's mental. But yeah, it's just inspiring seeing that many people there supporting the team, being so loud. Yeah, I just can't wait to be out there playing in front of them.
There was another Tino at St James's Park on Sunday, Tino Asprilla.
Yeah.
Do you know much about Tino Asprilla or not?
Not a lot. I know that he used to play here and that he signed in that coat, but apart from that, that's all I know.
That's pretty much all anyone knows about Tino. I mean, he had his best moments, of course, in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Newcastle, it was a famous night against Barcelona. Naturally, the draw is coming up
Yeah.
for the Champions League as well. But what are you expecting the Champions League to be like in this city and in St James's Park?
Just electric, you know. I don't know how long it's been since Newcastle have been in the Champions League, but I know it's been a long time. So there'll be a lot of fans that are just really excited to come out and support the team, and I think that's what we'll need. It would be massive to have our home games, you know, at St James's, where we're going to have that immense support from everyone there. So it's just really exciting times for the club.
I remember Dan Burns saying he'd be singing the Champions League anthem in his head, maybe a little bit high pitched. What was it like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, when you're young, obviously watching every Champions League game, and just thinking like, is that going to be me one day? and yeah, no, it's just something that I'm just looking forward to, and it's kind of like a pinch myself moment to see if it's really like not just a dream, it's like a reality now. And I mean, you can enjoy it then, but then you got to realise that, you know, it's a game and you want to go out there and win, so you got to put out your best performance.
It could be a regular occurrence for you in the coming years, the Champions League, fingers crossed anyway for Newcastle United, but you're not the only young English fullback to join. Is there a feeling between you and Lewis that you two could well become fullbacks for Newcastle United and England in the years to come, or not?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have to back yourself, but I feel like now we're just kind of getting used to the style of play here, and obviously he was a year younger than me, so at Chelsea, so we didn't really play a lot together, but it's nice now that we're here like together full time, where we can both learn from each other, help each other out, and he's a great lad, and he's obviously brings a lot of quality to the team. But yeah, I think it's kind of one step at a time, and I think we're both just happy to be here with each other.
I was going to say, how strange is football? The fact that both of you are at Chelsea, then obviously you're at Southampton, now you rejoin back up here at Newcastle. It's just incredible how this sport works, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's crazy, but I guess like that's football again. But yeah, no, it's exciting times ahead for the both of us, and I think we're both really happy to be here.
You said when you joined that you hoped that you would learn plenty from Kieran Trippier. It's only been a few weeks, but what have you learned from him so far, would you say?
I think his leadership, you don't see it or you don't hear it a lot, obviously, because of the crowds at games and stuff like that, but you know, the way he leads in training and in games is something that I can hopefully take and put into my game. And I think just his quality on the ball, you know, when you see it in games, you think, okay, yeah, but then when you're in training every day and you see it and you're just like, you know, I just want to reach them levels and I want to learn from him. So I think it's just definitely inspiring for me to see that every day.
Obviously, Kieran shows strong mentality characteristics. You have had to show plenty of strong mentality in your young career so far with the injury. How big a part of you has that become, that mentality to recover?
Yeah, obviously you have to believe in yourself. I think that's the main thing. And I guess I knew that Southampton done everything that they possibly could to put me in a position where I was going to be physically able to keep playing football at a higher level. Yeah, I mean, if you want it and enough, then you're going to work hard enough to get there, and I think that's the main thing. Coming in every day, obviously, knowing that you're not going to be with the team, you're going to be on your own. And, you know, it does get tough, but I think that's when it's important to have good people around you. You know, your family, your friends. You know, giving you that break from coming in and doing your rehab every day. But you know, luckily, I think I'm past that point in my career now, where I can put that behind me. Obviously, it's still going to be there, but you know, I have to respect that. But I think hopefully now I can focus on just playing football.
And it's those sort of characteristics that obviously the gaffer Eddie Howe has seen in you. What characteristics do you see in him as a manager?
He's very precise, detailed with what he wants. He's intense and passionate. I think they're the main things, and obviously he believes in the team, which is really inspiring for all the players to know that the manager obviously trusts every single player.
So now that you've seen Eddie up close, now you've seen the stadium up close, the fans as well in taxi and so otherwise, you know, the players too, what do you believe that this club can achieve in future, in the short term, but also the longer term as well?
I don't want to jump too far ahead, because obviously there are a lot of amazing teams, not just in the Premier League but in Europe. I think just to hopefully continuously just be one of the better teams in England, keep improving as a team, and hopefully finish in the European spots, and then who knows what the future holds.
And just very, very finally, more short term, it is Brighton on Saturday. How difficult a game has this become these days, and why are they such a good side, would you say?
They have a style of play that every single one of their players understands, no matter whether that's someone coming in off the bench. Everyone understands the way that they want to play. It's very precise, and they got a good manager to go with that, and I think it's very fluid the way they like to play, but it's a good challenge for us, and we look forward to it.